YouTube. It's your girl Brittney, and guess what? I am finally here. I didn't know what day it was going to be. I didn't know how it was going to look like, and trust me, it's been a time that I've been contemplating this. But you know what? We're here now. In this video, I just really wanted to talk about my 1-year anniversary of being a realtor. Should you become a realtor in the year 2022? We'll start off with my why I wanted to become a realtor. I always enjoyed the process of purchasing a home, owning equity, owning land, the possibility of investing. You know, you go through college, then you get your career and you think you're good, but then life happens, right? Everything that's going on in the world. Prior to that, you're like, I'll be fine. But in reality, with everything going on, especially during COVID-19, you're just like, I might need another stream of income. But for me personally, I had a lot of things going on financially, and I am seeking financial freedom. So this was another avenue for me as far as becoming a realtor. And I've always looked at it as something that I enjoy doing, but most importantly, I see it as a gateway, an opportunity for me to tap into other things, especially after I get my feet going and in a better direction financially. I mean, I'm just keeping it real, right? A sister needs to do what she has to do. But with that being said, on all of these topics, prayerfully, I can dive deep into that moving forward. But that's my why. Something that has really, I feel like has become a niche for me is helping people who may not have the knowledge when it comes to selling their property, especially if they lose a loved one, right? So you want to make sure that regardless, if the family decides to dissolve property within themselves and they can't come to an agreement in order to maintain the home, you want to make sure that if they do walk away from it, that they just get the best that they can get, that no one takes advantage of them, that they understand exactly what it is, but also understand what opportunities that are out there, right? Opportunities that are out there for them to keep it. I'm passionate about that. I just hate seeing people have things and just give it away, you know, due to lack of knowledge or just not being confident about getting approved. And that's real. My journey towards obtaining my license, just like my college degree, right? I did. I stuck with it, went to the finish line. My first time I took my the exam to become a realtor, I did not pass. And to be quite honest, I really didn't know. Like, I just thought that I'd go in, take the test, and I will naturally retain a lot of these things. But a major key is after you finish taking all of your required classes, step into a class that will teach you how to practice for the state exam, collectively everything. These advisors that are teaching these classes, so they'll give you hint, you know, like, hey, remember this, study this, keep this in mind. Look at this question this way. Some people may be like, hey, I've already paid for these classes, I don't want to pay for another. But if out of all of those classes, the study review class is extremely important and helpful to get you to the finish line and get you towards the next phase, which is selling homes and helping clients buy homes and getting you to a different level of income. Finding a broker, you just really have to find your way into it. Last year, everyone was big on EXP, and I'm like, okay, well, let me try it. I did. It didn't work. I didn't like it. I did not think that it was the right timing for me. EXP gave me Mary Kay vibes. I'm just keeping it real. It gave me pyramid vibes, and probably something that a broker could take advantage of, or maybe a well-seasoned agent could take advantage of, or a very oiled team that could nurture a new agent. If it's structured, if they're truly going to educate you, awesome. If you just see someone on YouTube and they're like, hey, I work for EXP, let me convince you, and they're in another state, another country, no. You need a true mentor, someone that is going to be available to answer any questions that you may have, even though that you may be confident on some of these. You just really want someone to just bounce that information off of, just so you can be confident. These are contracts. These are people's lives, right? And this is serious. So it's always good to just first, don't focus on the brokerage. Focus on the team and your mentor and your support system. That should be priority. Nuggets, man. Organize before it's time to help a client buy a home, but especially before you help a client sell a home. Documentation, it's a lot of documentation, a lot of contracts, and early on you're going to get overwhelmed with, hey, what forms do I need? Do I need this form? What is this form? Even though you've tested on it, even though you've seen it before, when you're in the trenches and time is of the essence, especially with the climate of the market that we're in right now, it's a lot, and sometimes you can forget. So I say all of that to say, if you organize your documentation, create 2 folders, a folder for the selling, everything that you need to sell a home for your client, and then also for buying. Even though buying, sometimes if it's new build, that could sometimes be an easy home run as far as documentation is concerned. But if you're helping a client purchase a pre-owned home, there are still things that you want to make sure that you have to protect your party and most importantly, protect yourself. So those are some more things I look forward to sharing and talking about, nuggets that I've learned within my first year. Also, preparing for closing day, the most exciting day. You think, hey, I'm just going to walk in, look cute, take a picture, sign my name with my account number and routing number. I'm going to get something real cute to eat afterwards, and I'm going to sleep. Yes, all of those good things are going to happen. But before you get to that point, you have to make sure everything is in order. You need to make sure that your client is showing up with whether it's a cashier's check and not a personal check, or whether they're showing up with whatever missing documentation that is required. You have these title companies, they're stretched thin too, just as agents are. So they're trying to help us get to the finish line on these closing dates, but everything is needed all the way up to the split of the second to get it done. So preparing for closing day, also your marketing, that's your time to shine. You need to make sure before then that you have your signs together. Make sure that you take off from work, especially for your first year. You're probably still juggling your full-time job as you transition, as I was, and it was not easy. So organizing to take off from work and be present, because that is truly a special day for your client that they're going to remember. So getting a gift, deciding what type of gift. All clients are different. Something cute to where you have hand soap, toilet paper, napkins, paper plates, plasticware, just things to help your clients transition into their new homes. I love doing things like that because it just gets the movement going, and you're just helping them, because I know moving is just really stressful. So anything to help your clients, just be in that moment with them, to just let them know, look, I got you, I see you, you're gonna be all right. Post-closing, yes, post-closing. Obviously you want to make sure that you nurture that relationship. You want to make sure that they've gotten into their home. You want to make sure that they are filling out their homestead exemptions, because you know what, those homestead exemptions, if they fill it out the right way in the right time, they can actually lower their taxes, which in hand will lower their overall monthly mortgage. So you just really want to continue to be an advocate and make sure that they're doing okay. Of course, you want to step back a little bit, allow them to adjust, get acclimated, and all those good things, and just let them know, I'm still here to be an advocate for you, even though closing day is gone, and even though I'm no longer getting paid. However, right, you still want to make sure you're providing a service, and you never know what type of asset and support you can be to them. And honestly, I've had some clients that has been a major blessing to me, outside of anything to do with a home. So you just always want to be an advocate and a support, because you never know, everything comes full circle. Marketing, again, I kind of touched on that on closing day, but this is something that I sucked at for my first year. I didn't have time. I didn't have time to properly market, meaning like on Facebook, on my closings. For my whole year, I didn't share anything as far as none of my closings are concerned on on Facebook. I thought that before the end of the year, and maybe I still will before the end of the year, I'll collectively just share what I've done and accomplished. That's my prayer, but I hadn't had time. I was just so focused on trying to get it right. I was so focused on trying to make sure that I was providing quality service, and when it was over, I rested and reflected on, how it went, what I can do to be better, and that was pretty much it. I know this year coming ahead, I'll do a better job. Networking, going to, local events has been and will be helpful. That's words of advice that I can give for anyone that's going to be stepping into it, that you may see as far as like on social media. When we had the freeze down here in Texas, life slowed down because it was already COVID. So, on Clubhouse, you listen to all of these different groups and you try to gain knowledge. And I run across a couple of groups related to real estate, and they travel. So I was like, I don't have anything to lose, and I want to get out there and network, get outside of my own self, my own shell, and meet new people. I don't know everything. I don't want to ever seem that I do. I want to continue growing and learning from others, my peers, all of that. So I did attend a few events, met a nice, group of people, and still in contact with a few. And I think that's healthy to do. I work remotely until the end of this year. I work remotely for a major bank, and one of my coworkers, she lives in a different state, but I was still able to refer her to someone who I knew because I met them through one of these events. So you just never know. And if she is able to help her get to the finish line and sell her home, I'll still be able to get a referral fee. So you never want to dismiss networking if time permits. Don't kill yourself feeling like you have to and you're not going to be successful because you didn't attend an event. Life's not set up like that, and God's not set up like that either. If it's meant, it will happen. However, it is a healthy asset and practice to do, to get out there and network and mingle. End goal for me, for after I just reflect on everything for my first year. Technically, my first year was in September, but I didn't really get started until December of 2020. So here we are, December of 2021, and I feel like after, I think it's been eight or nine homes. When I share that, many just say, "Oh my gosh, you've done a great job." But, and you know what, I did, but it was with a lot of help, a lot of questions. A couple of times I was pulled in a corner from seasoned agents, and I'm grateful for that, that they helped and caught me, pull me in a corner, tell me don't do it like that, do it like this. And I respect that because I want to be respected. When I submit, I want to be a team player for all parties. And sometimes you just sometimes you will run into crazy situations. I have run into a crazy situation this year, but you just always want to represent yourself in a good way, the best way to your ability, with integrity. But going back, my end goal is to I want to be as close as debt free as possible. That is my end goal. Year 2022, I need to tackle discipline. I've been a little too lenient on myself, and I need to, tap in a couple of things. I need to get it together. But I will say this has been a very helpful year for me in real estate. It has given me the confidence that I need to say that I can do it. I'm excited about, helping whoever it is that I can help and getting them to the finish line. Either it's, helping someone buy a new home, helping a family dissolve property, due to losing a loved one, whether it's helping a peer find investment property, or whether it's a business that's looking for a suite. I did do a commercial listing this year. I'm just so proud of myself for that. That was tough, but that was a different beast. But I'm happy that I did that too. Going back to the agents, don't get discouraged. You will run into some nice, nasty, entitled, mean, just as much as you will run into some real sweet, nice, patient agents on the other side of the table. So if I could encourage anyone that is going to become an agent, just treat people how you want to be treated, especially if you're coming from the 9-to-5 world. You may think, there is some type of protocol of ethics, right? But in reality, everyone's not working for the same team. Everyone's not coming to the table with the same type of heart. So with all of that being said, just try to be as patient as you can. There will be some agents that will just try to test you. And you know what? I've been tested. But I will say, you gotta hold your own, and you gotta be politically correct to the best of your ability until you can't no more, right? But hold on as much as you can, because they will test you. Let me not say that. Some I've experienced are not as professional. Also, I'm going to say, don't get discouraged because there are a lot of existing sales agents with license. Don't get discouraged because there are an abundance of others doing the same thing that you're doing. They may say they have their license, which is cool. There are a lot of people who have their license, but not everyone is practicing at the same capacity. Not everyone can take all clients. There is no way under the sun that, an individual can just take over an entire city. There's not enough time in the world, especially if you are providing a quality service. So I say all of that to say, if it's in your heart to do it, and if you see it as an avenue and a season for you to transition to do other things, that's on your bucket list to become an agent, I say go do it. Please go do it. I encourage you to do it. Because if it's for you, it's for you, and we all need quality service, and I think it's cool. I hope I've been helpful. This is my start video. I look forward to sharing the little knowledge that I do have. Most importantly, I look forward to sharing the journey of B. My channel will not solely be about real estate. It will be about everything surrounding myself and my life, and my journey as an entrepreneur, my journey as a career woman, my journey as a daughter, and any other title God may bless me with. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.